Have you thought about the idea that he might be on the scene already, but many people don't know about it? Could history be more than just random events happening one after another? Imagine it like following a clear path instead of things happening chaotically. Is it possible that our world has a clear start and end point? He's already appeared, even if not everyone has noticed. Think of history as a journey with a clear path, not just a bunch of random events. Instead, it's like there is a plan for history. You can find evidence of this in the Bible. It shows that we're all part of a deliberate sequence of events that were predicted. In this sequence of events, Revelation chapter 13 talks about two mysterious creatures. The first beast comes out of the sea, with 7 heads and 10 horns, talked about in Revelation chapter 13 verses 1 to 10. This is the Antichrist, an important figure. The second creature comes from the earth and has the power to make people worship the first beast. It also does impressive things, mentioned in Revelation chapter 13 verses 11 and 18. This second creature is called the false prophet, a special role in this complex story. Today, we're at the edge of a puzzling mystery that has caught the interest of scholars, theologians, and believers for many generations. This mystery goes deep into the heart of our faith, connecting us with God's special plan. As we journey, we meet a powerful and mysterious character who represents deception and signals the end times, the Antichrist. Also, we can even see signs of antichrists in unexpected parts of our culture, like music videos. Sometimes, these cultural creations show people who go against the teachings of Christ, either in subtle or obvious ways. Additionally, when people think about the Antichrist, they might imagine someone who looks like the devil, with scary traits that show evil. This picture helps highlight the difference between the right path and the tricky attraction of those who mislead others. But who really represents the Antichrist? Where does the figure come from? What role will they play in the important events described in the Bible? These questions have sparked many theories, ideas, and discussions. People from different cultures, beliefs, and our own religious community have different ideas about what the Antichrist is like. Some think of a powerful and important person, while others imagine a tricky extraterrestrial being. Could this being appear as a well-known political or spiritual leader, or maybe as something related to modern technology? All these ideas have their own good points and limitations. As we dig into this topic, I invite you to stay open-minded. Let's explore the Bible together, aiming for understanding and careful thinking as we look at the different ideas about the mysterious Antichrist. First of all, it's important to say that we're not saying all these theories are true. We just want to explain the different viewpoints people have about the Antichrist. Theory 1. The Wealthy Tycoon Perspective. According to this theory, the Antichrist will emerge as a powerful magnet who wields immense influence and capital to shape global dynamics. Let's delve into this notion by examining key passages from Revelation 13. The Sea-born Beast. The chapter starts with a vision of a beast rising from the sea, featuring 10 horns and 7 heads. These symbolize nations or power structures. According to the theory, the affluent Antichrist might control these establishments, potentially as the head of a multinational corporation or as a politically connected figure entwined with world governments. The beast commands authority over tribes, nations, tongues, and peoples, garnering admiration for its might. This imagery reflects the sway and control that a wealthy individual could wield in today's society. The theory suggests that the Antichrist's vast fortune could allow him to mold public opinion, direct media narratives, and even manipulate political leaders. Revelation chapter 13 verses 16 and 17 outlines how another figure in the chapter, the second beast, compels everyone to bear a mark essential for trade. Under the Wealthy Tycoon theory, this may signify the Antichrist's ability to dominate global economics through pivotal roles in international finance, or control over crucial technologies. This way, he could enforce economic strategies aligned with his objectives. In essence, the Wealthy Tycoon theory interprets the descriptions in Revelation 13 as emblematic of a prosperous, influential figure who deploys his wealth to seize authority across diverse domains, spanning politics, economics, and technology. This perspective often finds echoes in today's world, where high-profile individuals attaining billionaire status become subjects of speculation, almost as if each year brings forth a fresh contender for these conjectures. Theory number 2. The charismatic leader perspective. This theory envisions the Antichrist as a captivating political leader capable of uniting nations through pledges of harmony, prosperity, and conflict resolution. This leader's charisma will amass a vast following, yet ultimately divert people from their faith. Several biblical passages, including Daniel 7, verse 23 to 25, bolster this viewpoint. The fourth beast shall devour the whole earth, and trample it down, and break it to pieces. The key phrases for this are the following. Fourth beast suggests a potent global entity, potentially under the Antichrist's rule. Devour the whole earth implies dominance over nations through various means like politics, diplomacy, or military might. Now for the next part of the verse. Verse 24 says, 10 horns. Another one shall rise after them. He shall be different. Put down 3 kings. 10 horns and 10 kings represents a coalition of leaders or nations. Different, put down 3 kings highlights the unique ascendancy of the Antichrist, surpassing even established leaders. Now, on to the last verse. Daniel 7 verse 25 says, He shall speak words against the Most High, wear out the saints, change the times and the law. The key phrases in this are the following. Speak words against the Most High suggests diverting devotion from God to the Antichrist's authority. Wear out the saints reflects oppression of the faithful, undermining religious adherence. Change the times and the law signifies reshaping societal norms in alignment with the Antichrist's values. In summary, Daniel 7 verses 23 to 25 outlines a distinctive ruler with global sway, reshaping laws, opposing God, and exerting dominance. This fits the charismatic leader theory, a magnetic figure uniting the world politically, but steering them from genuine faith. This theory's recurrence in modern discourse becomes evident when notable political figures arise. Whenever a new leader gains prominence, speculations abound, considering them as a potential Antichrist. The theory persists, hinting that the Antichrist could emerge as a charismatic political leader. Theory number 3. The extraterrestrial deception idea. Another theory speculates that in the end times, a satanic scheme will unfold, with the Antichrist masquerading as an alien visitor. This perspective underscores the Antichrist's supernatural powers, in line with biblical descriptions. Historical echoes and myths. Biblical accounts recount interactions between humans and otherworldly entities, resonating with other cultural narratives. Ancient civilizations like the Sumerians document similar encounters, portraying these beings as bestowers of wisdom and advanced knowledge. Deceptive abilities and supernatural feats. Biblical warnings highlight the rise of false wonders and deception in the last days. An alien guise aligns with this theme of potential deceit. The allure of superior knowledge in a foreign civilization could captivate many. Imagine the astonishment if an extraterrestrial being landed on Earth, capable of solving global crises. Such an arrival could lead to widespread veneration, similar to the idolization of celebrities. This theory proposes that an alien deception might sway even devout individuals. The enigma of Earth's origin persists, despite scientific theories like the Big Bang. The source of this cosmic event remains elusive. If alien entities arrived, offering an alternate explanation for life's inception, religious origins, and even the planet's formation, countless might be swayed to abandon their beliefs for a unified worship. Such a narrative demands the supernatural, playing into the devil's ambition to attain worldwide devotion. In summary, the alien deception theory envisions the Antichrist adopting an extraterrestrial identity, weaving historical, theological, and cultural threads into a narrative that resonates with contemporary curiosity about life beyond Earth. Now, let's briefly touch on other Antichrist theories without extensive detail. Theory number 4. The spiritual leader idea. Another theory suggests that the Antichrist will emerge as a religious figure who orchestrates a global faith by performing deceptive miracles and signs. This perspective aligns with the spiritual deception outlined in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. Theory number 5. The tech and AI perspective. As technology and AI continue to advance, modern conjectures suggest the Antichrist might be linked to, or even manifested through, an artificial intelligence entity. This viewpoint spotlights the deceptive and manipulative facets of the Antichrist, as outlined in Revelation. Theory number 6. The reconstructed Roman dominion view. Certain biblical scholars propose that the Antichrist will arise from a rekindled Roman Empire, often linking it to entities like the European Union. This interpretation hinges on passages concerning the beasts in Daniel 7 and Revelation 13. Theory number 7. The Apostate Church Vision. A perspective asserts that the Antichrist could arise from within Christianity itself, representing a heretical form of the faith that rejects crucial doctrines. This idea stems from passages that predict apostasy in the end times, as stated in 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. The Spirit clearly says that in later times some will abandon the faith and follow deceiving spirits and things taught by demons. Such teachings come through hypocritical liars, whose consciences have been seared as with a hot iron. Having explored diverse theories about the Antichrist's identity, it's noteworthy that while the Antichrist himself hasn't materialized on the world stage, his presence is undeniably felt, subtly paving the way for his eventual emergence. Vigilance and discernment are key as we interpret signs and fortify our hearts against his sway. The Bible's caution in 1 John chapter 4, verse 3 reminds us, "But every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus is not from God." This is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you have heard is coming, and even now is already in the world. In our contemporary landscape, it's evident that a certain trajectory is unfolding, and signs point to the Antichrist spirit gaining traction. For us as believers, it's essential to heed these indicators, responding with discernment and unwavering devotion to God's teachings. An unmistakable sign of the Antichrist spirit's rise is the escalating prevalence of secularism and the rejection of divine moral values. Today's culture champions individualism and self-indulgence, often at the expense of others' well-being. This self-centered ethos contrasts starkly with the selflessness and compassion advocated by Christ. The Antichrist essence thrives in a world prioritizing human desires over divine design, steering individuals from the path of righteousness. The present-day Antichrist spirit is actively at work. The Apostle John alluded to this spirit, hinting at precursors paving the way for the ultimate Antichrist, all fueled by the same force. Just as believers can be vessels of the Holy Spirit, individuals can succumb to the influence of the Antichrist spirit. Society's trajectory has drifted from Jesus Christ, embracing an anti-God sentiment. This trend is evident in the escalating lawlessness noted in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7, a trend that's amplifying with time. In my grandfather's era, Bibles were commonplace in American classrooms and British hotel rooms. Yet, the grip of the Antichrist Spirit is tightening. Bibles are vanishing from public spaces. The reverence for God is waning worldwide, as the Antichrist Spirit paves the way for the man of sin. It's a misconception to assume the Antichrist must radically reshape the world. In truth, upon his arrival, the world will be primed for his influence. The present-day Antichrist Spirit is actively at work within our world. A widespread diminishment of the reverence for God is observable worldwide, driven by the Antichrist Spirit's influence, a prelude to the eventual rise of the man of sin. Interestingly, a misconception prevails: the notion that the Antichrist, upon arrival, must radically reshape the world's functioning. However, reality diverges from this assumption. As the Antichrist assumes a central role in society, the world will already be primed for his impact. This pattern echoes across society's trajectory. One need not be a theologian to recognize that these indeed are the times of which Jesus foretold. As God once said in Isaiah chapter 43 verse 2, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they will not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you.